Oh my gosh, this is totally Mercury retrograding. And I know it's no longer in retrograde, but I'm definitely still in the shadow. I just did a whole recording, at least the first half of the recording. And I realized it wasn't even on. So I am grateful that I recognized it only at the first card, which was the challenge card. But let me go back and talk about what I was freaking talking about for that whole time that didn't even come through. Main thing is we've got a lot of fire energy coming at us. I'll give you some bullet points here. We got a lot of fire energy coming at us. We're talking about the full moon in Libra, which is a great time to negotiate. And um, we're kind of looking at things that are going to help us to get into alignment. Remember, this is about the year one, which is about alignment. 2 + 0 + 2 is 4, + 6 is 10. 10 reduces down to a 1. 1 is about alignment, 1 is about identity. Okay. And interestingly enough, we're in this fire energy of Aries, which is about identity. I can't believe I just did that whole thing. Okay. Anyway, here we are. We're back. My name is Adrienne. I am a professional practicing astrologer, a Reiki practitioner, an empowerment practitioner. I like to take the fear out of the cosmos, the fear out of the transits, the fears out of the energies that are coming to us. I know it's a full moon. Everybody has their thing about it being a full moon. Now it's a full moon on April 1st. April 1st, everybody has their thing about April 1st. So it's like a full moon plus April 1st. Oh my God, what's going The sky is not falling. Okay. The sky's not falling. What the cosmos are what the cosmos are asking you to do is to ask yourself a question, a difficult question about how you're recognizing yourself now. Back at the new moon, the last new moon, which is like March 18th or something like that, it was at 28 degrees Pisces. 28 degrees Pisces, very mature degree. And that was asking you, okay, in order for you to plant these new seeds, in order for you to have new beginnings, what old stories, what old habits, what old narratives, what old attachments are you letting go? So now here we are in this full moon in Libra, illumination. Here we are, big illumination. Now we can clearly see things. It's very, very bright. So the question is, how do you recognize yourself? It's a great time to look because you can have that conversation with yourself, that negotiating conversation, because it's in Libra. Libra is about diplomacy, um, wants harmony, but recognizes that harmony doesn't necessarily mean balanced. You come into a relationship with a person, relationship with a new job, it's about seeing where the harmony is. Okay. So this full moon in Libra on April 1st, which is a 411, because April is the fourth month, the first day, it reduces down to a 1. So this is like a wake up call. This is like a 411. Okay. Asking you that question, like, how are you identifying yourself? How are you seeing yourself? And when we recognize, it's deeper than how you see. When you recognize yourself, you own your weaknesses. You own your challenges that you've gone through. You own and honor all of these things and consider it fertilizer, nutrient rich compost to help you get to the next level, this next foundation of what you're building. We've got it on April 1st. It's on a 411 day. Angel number 2, sometimes call emergency 411. When there's a lot of fire in it, there's a lot of cardinal fire, there's initiating fire. You've got some serious planets here. You've got Chiron, which is the wounded healer slash teacher. Remember with Chiron, it's a wound that's not healing because Chiron is always learning from these wounds and it's learning how to teach you to come through these wounds on the other side. We've got the sun also in Aries. So again, we've got that illumination from both sides. You've got the lunar illumination, you get the sun illumination, and here we are right in the middle. And yeah, how do you recognize yourself? Okay. We've got Neptune in Aries as well. So you've dreamed up this, whatever it is, project, self, the way that you want to represent yourself. And now we're going to bring it into alignment with what you're currently being, what you're currently saying that you are. When you have three water signs and they're in a trine, trine help each other. There's some action that has to be taken, but they help each other. So we've got a trine that actually makes a triangle. So it's a grand water trine. Beautiful energy. We've got all this fire, and then we've got these three water signs, powerful water signs. You've got um, Jupiter in Cancer, Jupiter expansion. You've got Mars on your ascendant, not Mars, Scorpio, sorry. How are we seeing ourselves? How are we seen in this world? We're taking a deep dive to look at this. How am I being seen? Is that in alignment with my truth? Okay. And then we've got Mercury and Pisces. You think of Mercury as the guy carrying around the blueprints, like he's getting all that stuff down, stenographer, all the different things because he can speak between the realms. So he's getting all that information down, and you've got these in a beautiful water trine, taking this fire energy and keeping it tempered. Okay. Helping us to not be impulsive. Things are going to come up to us, ideas are going to come up to us. Maybe not a time to take motion. And that's where I got to our challenge card here, because I don't usually pull in reverse, and I usually check my deck to make sure it's not in reverse before I do a reading. But I think this is perfect for this to be um, in reverse at this point in time, because first of all, we've got that Virgo energy, which is, gosh, I hope you can see it. We've got that Virgo energy, which is helping you to sort things. Okay, this is for this is for that. Let's put it where we need it to be so that it actually helps us to be more efficient. There is a sense of perfectionism as well. But at this point, I get the feeling that it's more about get your ducks in a row. Like, what do you really need? What do you really, do you really need that? We've got the number 8, which is the infinity sign. That's also the empowerment sign. Okay. Now, the fact that this is the 8 of Pentacles and it's in reverse, all the ideas are below. We've got the great ideas below. Maybe it's not time to take action on them. See how he's upside down? Reverse. Not necessarily taking action right now. Saying that carelessness, unfocusedness, carelessness, unfocused, um, meaningless, almost like the lack of meaning behind your actions. Take a look at those before you take action. So, yes, it's a fire, it's initiating fire energy. Let's look at what we're taking action on. Remember, we've got Saturn involved in this conversation too, because Saturn is saying, what's going to work? You said you wanted to do this. What's going to work? Let's build our foundation so it's sustainable and it's going to last. The structure is going to last. We don't got to worry about this. The three little pigs, you've got the brick. Oops. So I'm like, okay, I can understand why it is in reverse, but I am a little bit nervous to see what this one's going to be in reverse. So if the 8 of Pentacles is in reverse, it's telling us, don't do things. There may be a tendency to be on impulse. Take a moment, step back, make sure that it's within the structure of what you're trying to create for sustainability. Okay. The support card we have here, thank goodness, it's not upside down in reverse. It's a mirror card. So again, we're getting that whole look at yourself. How do you recognize yourself? And I feel like this card is definitely giving you the power to look at yourself in your light. how they're shining their globes or golden globes. And the third eye is actually coming into this as well. Third eye intuitiveness. Okay. The third eye, look at it from a higher perspective. So here we are mirroring from a higher perspective what alignment, what creations we want to create. Are they on our highest good? How are we recognizing ourselves within these things that we're creating? Are they in alignment with what we recognize? Okay. It's a six. Six is about harmony. Harmony. We talked about Libra. Harmony. Knowing that it's not necessarily meaning 50-50. Okay. Somebody shows up in a higher energy doing this portion of the job or this portion of the relationship, holding this portion of the relationship, and somebody else does this type in a higher frequency, then you got two higher frequency. And you come into that negotiation, that Librian, don't even know if that's a word, negotiation to come into the higher good of the situation, bringing it into the truth of the alignment of whatever it is that's coming through for you. And the gift, see, that was just all meant to happen. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you. So the gift is the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords, immediately I'm brought to the fact that back when we went through the Cassimi, I believe it was the Cassimi back on March 25th, you're being asked to make a decision. You decided that you're going to do this. And it's now that you've looked at it to see, okay, this is what's entailed. This is what I have to do. This is the commitment that I have to make. This is the discipline that I have to have. Now that you see it, you have choice. Do you want to continue down that road and keep going? Or do you want to, maybe not. Maybe I won't. And see, we have the Five of Swords. The five is that change, that rocking chair. So it's not really stable. It realizes something's changing. If something changes too fast, you tip over forward. Something changes, or you flip over backwards. If it's not in alignment, it's going to go too far forward, too far. The commitment level, the discipline level you're going to have, is that going to be within what you consider your sacred peace? Is it going to bring you peace? Is it going to bring you more stress? Okay. So it's asking you to look at that. Yeah, you can have victory with this. How's it going to affect your nervous system? Is it in alignment with your nervous system? You want to build. This is definitely a building. This is the month of the architect in the life chapters. Architect is a builder. He's also fun. And what I love is that the stability, the square is at his heart. So at his heart, he wants to build something sustainable. He wants to build something structurally sound that is going to be something that is going to produce fertile, that is going to produce sustainable. So discomfort, it's not going to be comfortable. Sometimes change isn't comfortable. Sometimes when you build things, there's a little bit of a, oh, that's probably not the right way to build that. Oh, maybe we need to trick this, tweak this. But he is sitting in lotus position very comfortably on pebbles. There's going to be some discomfort, but I am in my authority, that red on that root chakra area. I'm in my authority. I trust my tools that I'm bringing along with me. I love that there is the snake skin represented here in one of his tools, knowing that the things that I've shedded are not necessarily garbage. The things that I've shedded are coming along with me because it's lessons learned, and it's going to allow me to build that sustainable. It's also a number 4, where that That's stable number 4. It's also coming to me that this is Aquarius. So our gift is that Aquarian energy, which is um can be unique, okay, can be um out of the box, but it's humanitarian. It's like humanitarianism. It's for the community, okay, yeah. So I am looking for a more unique, better way to do this, to create this. So you're giving yourself that permission to think outside the box. You're thinking outside the box of what in your current uniqueness is going to bring you to a space where you feel that you are recognizing yourself the way that you are for who you are. You're recognizing this project for what it is and who it is. And you're not being impulsive around it. Okay. And our overarching energy, the Two of Wands is saying, keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the goal. It also, did I say the Two of Wands? It's the Page of Wands is saying, keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on your goals. Like there's a little bit of discipline in it. It's discipline and commitment in there. Keep your eye on the goal. Also enjoy like the whole enjoy the journey. Is what he's also saying. That number 2 is also bringing in that Libra energy of diplomacy, of harmony, of partnership. The page is about having the courage to look at these new ideas, also embodying that excitement for the new ideas. And for this to be the overarching energy of that excitement, keeping your eye on the goal, seeing the potential, and just being really excited and having a free spirit about this newness, about this new relationship with whatever, whomever, with self, there's an enthusiasm around it as well. Well, how do you recognize yourself? Who are you? Who are you being? Are you being in your alignment? And for that to be the overarching energy for this, as I bring it all together in some beautiful soup, 8 of Pentacles, don't be impulsive. Don't be careless. This is the challenge card. To have this as your challenge card as a reminder not to be impulsive, not to be careless, not to take actions on things that are not in alignment with your goals. That's the challenge. The support is as you continue to look at yourself, to look at how you recognize yourself, look at how something's coming into your energy. Is it in alignment with what you want? Is there a harmony around it? That 6 of harmony is nurturing. Is it nurturing you? Okay. And then the gift of this is to you're being brought to this awareness of if it's not in alignment with you, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it go. Maybe just for now, or maybe it's a definite no. It's not in alignment with me. Okay. And then you've got the supporting card that is telling you that Page of Wands to keep your eye on the goal, enjoy every moment as you're building this sustainable, structurally sound thing, relationship, project, home. Okay. Got to bring in that home because we've got that wonderful water trine. But there's some type of transformation coming and allow it to go through. Allow it to honor it. Honor it. I pulled a card earlier today, and it said for me to honor the journey. And it was interesting because I was having all these kerfluffles with, with technology. I honor the journey is what it said to me. I was like, okay, honoring the journey. Um, I hope you guys are enjoying these readings. If you are, please like, subscribe, and share. I mean, like, we all know the rules. Like, subscribe, share, check, 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 check it off the box. If you feel like this is something that resonates with you or resonates with somebody else, please share. Join me at Mystics at the Grocery Store, where we talk in depth about some things that can help you through, that can aid you, that can provide some empowerment for you as well to get through difficult transits or challenging transits or even aha moments of recognition. Also, join me in Sage Connections, where we can walk through this together. I have just recently changed my focus to an empowerment coach because I want people to be empowered. I want people to have a sense of empowerment. Let me just give you solid bullet points. Let's stop wasting time. Click the link below. Join, join, join. Good community, good conversations. We have discussions about how things are coming through for other people, and that may trigger like, oh my gosh, yeah, I see that. I see that in myself. So anyway, join us, be empowered, take care, and thank you for joining me. I truly, truly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful day and be empowered.